Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my kitchen, or welcome if you are new. I am Denise. Today is Saturday. I'm going to get busy doing some things again. I got a couple new exciting recipes to share with you guys today. I'm going to start out by putting a pound of bacon in the oven. So I'm going to preheat that to 400 degrees. And I'm going to lay it out on this parchment lined baking sheet. This is a bacon we get at Sam's Club, and it comes in a 1 pound package. And it's good bacon. An 1/8 of an inch. It's not paper thin, so that's good. Okay, as soon as that preheats to 400, this is going to go in for probably close to 30 minutes. I will flip it halfway through. So while that preheats, I put 4 ounces of cream cheese into the microwave to soften it up. Yeah, that's good. I'm going to put it in here. Okay, I am going to make a creamy frozen fruit cup. I have a recipe book here tagged with all kinds of recipes I'm going to be trying in the upcoming months. I'm getting tired of Pinterest with all the ads they have on them sites. You can't ever, it's just very unpleasant being on Pinterest nowadays. So when we go into thrift stores, I automatically go to the book section and pick out recipe books that look appealing to me. I like the church cookbooks. They seem to be the best ones. This one is out of Madison City, Iowa. So the first thing I'm going to try in here is the creamy frozen fruit cups. I'm only doing half the recipe, but I will have the full recipe typed out for you in the description box. So 4 ounces of softened cream cheese, and a 1/4 cup of sugar. And I'm going to cream this together until it's fluffy. All right, that looks good. Okay, now I need 5 ounces of drained cherries. This is a 16-ounce jar. So I'm going to weigh out 5 ounces because I have no idea. There we go. 5 ounces of cherries. And I'm going to cut them in half, about 5 of these. And since I'm doing half the recipe, I am going to 1/4 them, because I'm going to see about filling the cups only half full and still get as many cups out of it, cupcake cups, as a full recipe would call for. And the rest we're going to chop up. Use my little food processor to chop them up. That looks like a good chop to it. And I forgot one. Okay. And then, done with this. I have a 15-ounce jar can of Mandarin oranges. I'm going to drain these. Okay, now I can put the bacon in. I'm going to set my timer for 15 minutes and then I'll flip it. So, 11-ounce can of Mandarin oranges. I'm doing half the recipe. We'll just eat those. And I need to, I'm going to cut them in half again because I'm doing half the recipe, but alright, those are going to go on top for garnish. Now we're going to add the chopped cherries to this, cream cheese, and I need 4 ounces of crushed pineapple. I'm going to add the crushed pineapple. And I need a 1/4 cup of chopped pecans. Yeah, I don't have pecans, so I'm going to go with walnuts. I think that'll give me a 1/4 cup. And I have a half a container of Cool Whip here. I'm going to get these mixed in the cream cheese mixture. And I'm going to fold in 4 ounces of thawed whipped topping. And the rest of these Mandarin oranges. This is going to be good. Okay, I lined the muffin tins with papers. This is what I was talking about. The recipe says it'll make 18, but even though I'm doing half the recipe, I would still like to get 18 out of them, because I don't know if I want a full-size muffin cup. I think that would be a lot to eat at one time. So I'm going to see what happens here. Okay. I'm going to go put these down in the freezer. Oh wait, I gotta top them with our garnish. Oh my gosh. That is gonna be really good. So I'm just gonna put a cherry and a mandarin orange piece on these. Okay. These are gonna go down in the freezer until they're froze. Okay, until firm. It doesn't say how long, but these will go down in the freezer and then I'll bring you back. All right, the bacon is done. It was in for 25 to 27 minutes. I'm going to take it out, put it on this paper towel lined plate. Okay, I'm going to let this pan and grease cool off for a few minutes so I can drain that into my bacon grease jar. Take care of this in a little while. Okay, the next recipe I'm going to make is Bran Muffins. I was leafing through this book and I found this recipe, and I'm pretty sure this is the exact recipe my mom used to make 40 plus years ago. So I'm going to do it. First thing I need to do is buttermilk. I don't keep buttermilk. So I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of lemon juice into this measuring cup. And then I'm going to fill it to the 2-cup mark. And we're going to give this a quick stir and let it sit here for about 5 minutes while we do the other things. I need to bring 1 cup of water to a boil. And I'm going to measure out 1 cup of bran cereal. The recipe calls for Nabisco 100% bran, but Walmart didn't have any Nabisco products. So I got this Fiber One cereal. It's whole grain bran cereal. And it comes in 2 bags, so that's cool. So I'm going to measure out 1 cup. And these are the bags that I use to separate my waffles and pancakes, stuff like that I put in the freezer. So those will not get thrown out. All right, the water is boiling. I'm going to pour it over this 1 bran cereal that we just measured out. Give it a quick little stir. And we're going to let that sit there while we do the other things. I need 1.5 cups of sugar. One cup of shortening. I'm using vegetable shortening. Okay, this buttermilk has been sitting here for 5 minutes. All the buttermilk we mixed up, made ourselves. I'm going to pour that in here. And we're going to mix these ingredients together. Okay. Now we're going to add, oh, that makes a mess. Now we're going to add 2 eggs. And I need 2.5 cups of flour. So I'll start with my 1/2 cup. Two and a half cups. And I need 2.5 teaspoons of baking soda. This is why I like keeping all my empty glass jars. I just opened up a new baking soda the other day and put it in this jar. There's 2.5 teaspoons. And I need a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. All right, now we're gonna mix this all together. Okay, now we are going to add these bran that was soaking. Ooh, that is really hot. Pour them in. And now I need 2 cups of the Kellogg's All Bran. Well-rounded cups, they say. I am going to preheat my oven to 400 degrees. It says 400 to 425. I'm just going to do 400. I am going to add chopped walnuts to this. That was maybe a half a cup. I have my mini muffin tins lined with paper. We like our muffins in the mini muffin. Okay, the first batch of muffins are ready for the oven. Now the recipe says about 20 minutes, but since I'm doing mini muffins, it ain't gonna take that long. So I'm going to set my timer for 10 minutes, and then I'll see where we're at. I'm just gonna continue baking all these muffins until they're done, and then I'll bring you back. Okay, all my muffins are baked. I got just over 7 dozen. The recipe says the batter stores well for 2 weeks in a Tupperware bowl in the refrigerator. But since I have my oven on, I just bake them all and then I'll store them in the freezer. And then we'll take them out as we want some muffins. My bacon is cooled off. I am just going to put them in this glass container. And we'll have bacon throughout the week. And you can put this in the freezer too if you want to. Separate it with parchment paper or something. I mean, if you wanted to. So there's our bacon. And yesterday, I went ahead and cleaned up all the fruit that we got yesterday. And all that's taken care of. I've showed you what I do with that many of times. So I didn't bother to film it. And I put this chicken breast in the slow cooker yesterday. All I did was salt and pepper it. And I put about a cup of water in there. So now I am going to cut the fat off of this. I'm going to see if I can get some of it sliced up for sandwiches this week. And we'll be having some of this for our turkey pot pie. And either turkey quesadillas, I'm thinking turkey, bacon, cheddar quesadillas. And then the rest will go in the freezer. And this was bone in. All right, I might have said chicken on this, but it is a turkey breast. And all I did was salt and pepper it, if I didn't tell you that. Yeah, that's good. Go ahead and put some slices in here for sandwiches for my lunch. And then with the broth, I put it into 1-cup containers and I stuck that in the freezer. All right, there we'll make lunches. Now I'm going to see about getting some cubed up. For our pot pie tomorrow. I need 2 cups or thereabouts. Okay, here's a good 2 cups for our pot pie. Put a little bit more in there for good measure. All right, 2 cups of turkey. All right, now I'm gonna chunk some of this up for quesadillas or something. All right, now I have turkey in the fridge for my lunches and 2 upcoming meals. I'm just going to go ahead and get the rest of this cut off. I'll put it in a freezer bag, and down in the freezer it'll go. I will bring you back when I move on. Okay, I got about 2 cups of chopped up cooked turkey here. That's going in the freezer. And saving the bone to make broth. Now we will try one of these Bran Muffins. See if they are like I remember my mom making. Sticks to the paper yet a little bit. They're still kind of warm. Yep. This is what my mom made. I think I remember eating them with a little bit of butter on them. Yes, them are good. And here is our frozen fruit dessert. See what this is like. Oh, that's good. That's really good. That'll be a nice treat on a very hot day after work. I'll make sure to have the muffin and this frozen fruit dessert typed out for you below in the description box. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you part of my YouTube family. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.